Thanks everyone for joining us. This is going to be a quick video because the one I wanted to put up today I'm not quite finished editing. But I'm a little tired of this. And this. And as I suggested before, that I'd be opening up the can of worms if I took the head off of this. And that's exactly what happened. But the next video, it'll be a good one, so stay tuned for that.
Please forgive me.
Welcome back everybody to DuckmanCycles at VW Garage. I'm your host, the Duckman. We're back today with my 1956 Beetle, also known as Eleanor, with 3 E's. That's right, if you spell it with anything less than 3 E's, you're talking about a car that's not mine. And I will reinforce my own copyrights and trademarks and my own rights to my own car on that one. And you will be automatically corrected by a, believe it or not, I have a canned response now that goes out there and checks for people that are using the name improperly and talking about a certain Mustang that's not my car. There's not the same vehicle. Just, yeah, not the same vehicle. Anyways, we're gonna start putting on a little bit of soundproofing material because we're getting ready to install the engine, and that's coming up soon. So stay tuned, likey, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to plug the dingle bells to get updates every time I upload a video. Check out duckshit.net for all my different social media links, and we'll be back right after the intro. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh boy, it's so friggin' hot out here. Well, we got a little break. I didn't even have to run the AC for a couple days. But it's hot again today, and the AC is running as of last night. But the mosquitoes are still out. They never went away even when it cooled down. We got some Killamat here. You guys might remember when we opened that on my Mail Call Monday video. And we're gonna put some around the engine compartment in here because the engine compartment is going to be hot and it's going to be noisy. It's also going to be covered with all kinds of tins and stuff where you're not going to see any of this. I could put it on the inside of the car, but Earl put so much attention into the beautiful paintwork on the firewall area on the interior that it's meant to be seen. I may put carpet on it just to stop it from getting banged up, but when I go to the car show, I'm taking that out. That's something that just has to be shown. It's just, yeah, it's that good. But anyway, it looks like these sheets are going to fit up inside of here. It looks like they might even be just about the right height. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, if you see this, it goes right in there, and it's about an inch short. Now you might remember that when I did this work and I did the chop top, I actually took about 2 inches out of the firewall back here and dropped down the entire engine compartment. It got smaller. One of my biggest concerns was that the engine wasn't going to fit. Well, it fits. Barely, but it fits. So, we're going to get some of this installed in here, but before we can do that, there's all these clips that are on the firewall here, and a lot of those are never going to be used again. Because all the wires and everything that we're going to be running through the engine compartment, we're going to be hiding that stuff. It's going to be out of the obvious locations, and it's not going to be meant to be seen anymore. So I'm going to get a screwdriver and we're just going to flatten these hooks out and clips and things, because they just don't need to even be there anymore. I suppose I could have just ground them all off, but I didn't know what my plans were yet, so now we're settling on something. Alright. Push El Clipo. This one right here. These are the sharp ones, man. You get caught on these when you don't see them, and they will shred you to pieces. I'm just gonna lay them flat. I don't think I need to go any more exotic. I need to do anything special. Just lay them out. Ow. That one almost caught me. Felt it graze my skin. Hopefully it didn't tear me open. No. could still grind these off if I wanted to, but I don't want to disrupt any of the paintwork that's on here. And while the Killamat is really not meant to be removed once it's in, I think I could probably heat it up with a heat gun and peel it off if I really wanted to go nuts. Go. Okay. Got a couple more hooks over here. I don't like at all the stock tar boards that came in a Volkswagen. And while I always do say that tar is probably one of the best things to use, I just don't like the way it feels when you touch it. I don't like the way it smells. Okay. Guess that's it. They're all laid out flat now. Alright, here it is. First piece of Killamat. A lot of people that I've spoken to about this before made all kinds of noise about how this is going to trap moisture behind it and how it's going to rust. Oh, it's going to be just going to ruin everything. The total destruction of my car. Well, you know what? This is an area where moisture is not really going to get to. The car's not going to sit out in the rain. It's also not going to stay like cold and damp. And what I'm getting at is that when the engine runs, it's going to heat it up. And if there is any moisture in here, it's going to get out. I just did this all wrong. This rubberized stuff, it feels a lot like tar, but it's not. Get up under the lip under here. As far to the right as I can. There we go. Somewhere I have a roller putting this kind of stuff in because I soundproofed my Acura RSX that I bought way back in '02. I don't know where the roller's at, but I couldn't stand that car for only one reason. It was just too damn noisy. And I don't know why the hell it was so noisy. That car was just exceptionally noisy. Yeah, it's just an exceptionally noisy car. Hard to believe that the car had the Acura name on it. I mean, you know, that's luxury territory along with Cadillacs and Lexuses and Infinities and Lincolns. You know, top tier stuff, but that car was so noisy, it was incredible. Yeah, and I'm gonna put a piece in on the other side here. I'm gonna butt this way over to the left. Same method, get it tucked in there, because there's a rain gutter on top. That's what stops the water from getting in the engine compartment. Now, you probably don't need this amount of sound deadening material just to insulate from noise or sound. Generally, you just need a piece, you know, 40 to 50% of the area which you need to deaden. Of course, if you put in a bigger piece, you do get a little bit of an improvement, but the improvement is hardly noticeable. I mean, you could even double layer it if you have a lot of noises. But yeah, this is actually looking quite good. Probably should have done this with the deck lid off. But I didn't think that far ahead. Shame on you, Duckman. Alright, now you see this texture that's stamped into it. This needs to be rubbed on it enough that the texture disappears. That's how you know when it's stuck properly. Wish I could find that roller. Meanwhile, I'm going to use a round end of a screwdriver, and we're just kind of rolling on. That'll probably work just fine. You know, I forget rather often that I inherited a huge toolbox from my father, and he had every tool in it known to God. Anyway, the rulers were in there. Not only that roller, but there was another one. This one has kind of a beveled wheel on it. This one's flat, squared. But oh, did I break it already? No, it's just trying to come apart. Alright, the answer is don't push that hard. Oh yeah, this is working. This is working nicely. Yeah, it's smooth now. A lot of that texture disappeared. Need to get up under this gutter area. Just make sure it sticks up under there. It's a little further than the roller can reach. If it's peeling at the top, you know what gravity's gonna do. Don't push too hard on the roller, Duckman. The roller's sensitive to being overworked. Not the most attractive thing in the world, especially with all the logos on it. I'm not a big fan of logos at all. Alright, this is the next piece that we need to put in here. Slip it right here in the middle. Cut it right there. I like this. This is not like working with peel and stick or any other tar boards. Ooh, look at that. I like glue. Oh my. Talk about long stringy glue. Wow, it's like hair. Went everywhere. Gross. Doesn't smell like anything though. I love it. Okay. Alright, this goes up under here. I like his beveled roller better. Kind of has a little bit of a rocking action in it. And because it's putting the pressure in a smaller area, it's actually rolling the stuff out flatter and faster. Somebody's screaming right now. Oh, Duckman, why didn't you buy some product that's 6 times the price with a more recognizable name? Because I don't care what you're telling me to use. gonna go with what I've chosen, with what I've used before. Alright. Now, this other product though. This foam board stuff that's here. This just looks like foam with an aluminum backing on it. This is the one that's supposed to be very heat insulative. And again, as I said before in the mail call video where I opened the stuff up, this is Florida, and it's hotter than hell down here. So the idea is to try to keep the car as cool as possible. It's nice that the sheets are almost exactly the same size. Okay, let's roll with it. So we got one coating for noise to deaden the panel, and then this thing is to keep the heat out. I'm going to be able to slide it up in there. You don't want to crush it too much. It's like the insulation in your house. If you flatten it, it takes the air pockets out of it. And without those air pockets, it loses its R value. Now I couldn't tell you what the R value of this stuff is because they didn't say on the packaging. But I think the R value of a piece of drywall is 1. Imagine this, because it has so much air space in it, it's probably a little higher than that. Alright, well that's good. Let's hit the other side. Alright. Cut right here. These are a proper Duckman size set of shears. And I like using them because it's one of the only pairs that I can actually fit my hand in. Right in there. He thinks I cut it just a little small. Uh-oh! Duckman, do it all over again. You screwed it up. Yeah, I think I cut it just a little bit small. Probably should put the backer on it. Just use it somewhere else. That's fine. Not like I'm trying to airproof the space station or some shit, right? The reason why we did the engine compartment first, if you guys are following my older mail call videos, you'll know why. Because I wanted to put something nice in here, and this will probably just get scratched to hell anyway. Is it even gonna fit? Be careful, I'm not gonna fuck my paint up in the process. I'm gonna have to take a measurement. This engine compartment, as I said, got shorter, but this is for fitting to a stock Beetle. So, what's it gonna take to make it work? I know. It looks like I'm about 9.5 inches to the center point. How far it has to go down. It'll extend a little bit past the bottom here, and a little bit of it will go up behind the gutter. So 9.5 inches appear to be about right. The panel itself is, and this is going to reflect just how much I chopped. From the center to here, we got about 13.25. Now there it is, do your math. We're almost 2 3/4 inches chopped out, and that's about right for what I took the roof down. Anyway, wouldn't you know it, I didn't even hit the record button hard enough as I started to slip this thing in, and it went in uneventfully. I didn't even scratch any paint. I didn't even come close to scratching paint. It was a little difficult to get the lower corner in, but I mean, it cleared everything went in. I mean, it didn't rub anything at all. This is just dirt. That's not even a scratch. But the stainless got a lot of scratches on it, but that's the way it came. Anyway, I did cut off about 1.5 inches from the top of it. This is a nice stainless steel strip that I already have a plan for, so this will be used somewhere else. But anyway, this is in. I'm not sure what this gets fastened by. I don't want to run any screws through it, but I'll probably run a few clips around the ends of it. But I like what we got in here, and hopefully, I don't think it will, but hopefully it won't get too close to the fan on the back of the shroud. I don't want this engine suffocating for air, of course. If there is going to be a problem with that, what I'll do is I'll cut a scallop out of it or something just to make sure that the air can get in there, because you're not going to see back there anyway. But yeah, I think that's going to be okay. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I only added 10 centimeters plus the another few millimeters of the kill mat plus this. So I mean, everything's said and done, what, 14, 15 millimeters tops? I mean, it's not like I'm adding inches on here. It's just a little over half an inch. All right, I think we're going to be okay. That looks good. A lot of fingerprints, but we're definitely in a good spot. Put this down so it doesn't do all kinds of weird shit in here. Yeah, looks good. Okay. You know what I might do? Maybe I get behind it and I'll just glue it. Just put a little glue on the back side of it and stick it right to the mat. Because then it will also be sound deadened, right guys? 2 for the price of 1. Real low cheap. Something to think about. I probably should get in there with some Scotch-Brite, I'm thinking, and just put a grain on the stainless steel, just like a DeLorean has. That way any scratches that do appear can just be buffed out, and it always has a brushed, kind of like a brushed nickel finish. Maybe that's what I'll do. We'll see how long I can tolerate it this way. If it starts showing scratches like really badly soon, that's what we're gonna do. Well, I've got a dinner engagement, so thanks you guys for watching. Licky like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to plug the dingle bells, get updates every time I upload a video. Check out duckshit.net for all my different social media links. If you'd like to email me, hit up duckshit.net and use the contact page, or use my email address, DuckmanCycles@duckshit.net. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.